Well, there's been a couple of things that have been really interesting to me. The first is around questions. I've been struck in the last little while of the issue we've got is not about trying to work out what the problem is. It's reconceptualising what problems are, and that means asking different questions. If we continue to ask questions where we think we know the answer, we're going to continue to get the same results we've always got. So that's been interesting. The other piece is really about releasing and emptying out knowledge so that we can actually be present to what is really emerging within the systems we're trying to influence.
I found Jennifer's presentation just fascinating in the depth of knowledge and experience that she touched on, or the depth of almost that kind of human evolution that we're moving towards, looking at taking multiple perspectives. And from what I got from it, she's almost touched on a spiral dynamics, the elements of spiral dynamics, where, looking at the evolution that humans are going through now and, going into the future. And it was so inspiring to see those wonderful kind of the depth and breadth of kind of almost spiritual and experience, looking right deep into the human kind of soul energies and combining that, bringing that into the corporate world. I just found that the two worlds colliding almost, and it's almost like you would never look at that kind of depth and soul level transformation and study and bring it into the corporate world. I would never see the two together, but it's really inspiring to hear her talking like that.
An enormous about how we need to think differently, we need to look at things differently. I took on board very much the idea of no longer having informational learning but transformational learning, and I also love the idea of the red backpack. I suppose somebody's told that story, but rather than focusing on the red backpack, you actually have to focus on the full image. It's looking at things in a more expansive way. I find that rather exciting. It's been great for me so far this morning.
Yeah, it's been wonderful this morning to see how the TLC, the framework that it operates in, that it really opens up individuals through the feedback profiling process, and opens us up to increase our capacity in such a complex world. For me, that's enormous. We are using the TLC in our organisation to great success, and it's a wonderful journey, a journey which I have no idea how long it will go, but I'm enjoying every moment.
I think, particularly the last speaker, JP, the insight that he brought and the willingness to, I suppose the passion to change, and to look at how much that can improve everyone, not just the company, but those people within the company, and in that lifting that can come about from that change.
I think, Nigel, what I took away was the commitment to developing talent. It's a term that's used very loosely, and what I find in my work with clients is that rarely is the organizations confront honestly and perhaps painfully a lack of commitment to developing the talent within. So that's a takeaway for me, that I intend to step up my game as a consultant with my clients.
I really enjoyed JP's presentation just then, the way that he has been able to work out a vision for what is a huge company and be very articulate around the way that and disciplined around the way that he applies it. The thing that's really been great for me as well was listening to Jennifer Garvey-Berger. I think she has a really succinct way of expressing things. So for me, it's actually an ongoing journey. We've done TLC 18 months ago with the company I was working with. They're about to do their first retest, and it's a reminder around inside-out thinking versus outside-in.
I loved the second presentation there around some of the things that came up. My philosophy is that leadership starts with self, and a lot of the foundation of what's been discussed so far is about managing or understanding your own reactivity and the way that you behave and the way that you respond to that, and how important that is before you get into the systems and the processes and all of those things.